Hello everyone. We would like to present the result of our life cycle assessment or LCA conducted on the blue shimmer crab processing activity. The aim of this assessment is to evaluate the environmental burdens generated during production, particularly related to energy use, water consumption, and pollutant release. Ultimately, the findings are intended to support a more effective and environmental sustainable crab canning processing industry. Next, let introduce ourselves. My name is Fafian Haidar. The NPM is 084.
My name is Haki. My NPM is 081.
My name is Zena, NPM 046.
My name is Indah Solehan.
Yes, an introduction. The canned crab processing industry consumes substantial water, energy, and chemical during boiling, meat extraction, washing, and canning, generating significant solid and liquid waste. These internal production activities may contribute to global warming, greenhouse gas emission, marine eutrophication, and high freshwater use. A gate-to-gate life cycle assessment or LCA is therefore applied to quantify environmental burden solely within factory operation, excluding harvesting and distribution. This approach enables the identification of key process, hotspot, and support strategies from improving energy efficiency, reducing water demand, optimizing wastewater treatment, and promoting cleaner production toward a more sustainable crab industry. This is goals and scope. In first case study, our case study is crab canning industry at PT Rajungan Lestari Nusantara at Makassar City, South Sulawesi. And goals in this assessment, we can identifying the biggest impact categories during the crab processing process. And scope, this analysis in scope only cover the process from receiving raw material. There are crab to boiling to transportation distribution. In functional unit, this study use a functional unit of 1 can of crab meat with a total of 1 kilogram.
The slides show the get-to-get analysis of the crab processing system. The focus is on processing inside the factory, including steaming, mixing, packaging, and transport before export. Each stage use energy and produce emission and waste. Meanwhile, the longer line represent cradle to get, which cover process from raw material preparation of up to the factory output. Next. Okay, this slide present the mass balance of the crab processing system. The process starts from raw crab, then goes through steaming, sorting, wedging, mixing, canning, pasteurization, and final packaging and export. At each stage, we can see the input material, production output, and liquid or solid waste generated, show in different values. Overall, this diagram helps us understand how much material enter the system, how much become product, and how much is lost or waste. This slide show the inventory analysis for two main stage, steaming and transportation. For the steaming process, the main input are crab, LPG, and water, which the produce image crab as the main output, along with the water and several emissions such as carbon dioxide, methane, and the nitrogen oxide, and other water pollution like biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, and total suspended solid. Overall, this inventory data helps of quantify resource consumption and environmental emission at each stage of the process. Next.
Okay, so next we see the analysis. We'll go to the next stage, which is running through the software that was on OpenLCA that based on the data that we have put in the inventory analysis. As we can see below me, there are many of the states that we can do on the OpenLCA software that we can run it. based by the data that we have on the inventorial analysis. Like we can see that there is steam crab, transportation, sorting and QC, mixing, and other states that indicates the substance or the emission that comes from the crab or the water or the another like some canned crab or steamed crab that have the emission which like carbon dioxide or nitrogen monoxide that will be shown by the application or by the software that more detailed and easier analysis. Next.
Indicator and method. This slide present the environmental impact categories, indicator and assessment method used in this study. The assessment applies the recipe midpoint age method to evaluate at the midpoint level. The analysis categories include global terrestrial ecosystem, ozone formation human yield, human carcinogenic toxicity, freshwater ecotoxicity.
The analysis results that indicate the several process units in the canned crab production are the main contributors for the environmental burdens. The crab steaming process and the transportation dominate the global warming potential or the GWP category, primarily due to the thermal energy requirement and fuel combustion. Pasteurization as well as sorting and QC are the largest contributors to the water consumption, while sorting and QC also dominate the impacts on ozone formation, toxicity, and to the ecosystem, or we call it OFTE. Meanwhile, the acidification mainly arises from the transportation process. Therefore, the critical states that need to be prioritized for the environmental environment, including the heating process, transportation, and water use during the pasteurization and sorting. So we need to build the strategy for the environmental improvement. For the first one, we need to improve the energy efficiency on the boiling process by optimizing the operating temperature and time, as well for the utilization waste heat recovery to reduce the LPG consumption. Second stage, controlling the emission from the transportation sector by implementing the more efficient logistic and routine vehicle maintenance to minimize the diesel fuel consumption. For the third, we would like to improve the water efficiency for the pasteurization process, the reuse of the cooling water that still meets the quality standards, along with the optimal control of the process time and the temperature. For the fourth, controlling the emission from the transportation stage by improving the vehicle efficiency, applying the co-driving practice, and using the more environmentally friendly fuels to reduce the use information and impacts on the terrestrial ecosystem. So the conclusion of the topic here, the GWP or the global warming potential, the production of 1 crab of meat, which is around 0.454 kilograms, results in a total impact of 86.7 kilogram of carbon dioxide equivalent, with the largest contribution coming from the steaming crab process due to the LPG use, followed by the transportation activities. For the second one, water consumption, the total water consumption with around 5,000 cubic meter, mainly dominated by the pasteurization process, followed by the sorting and quality control, while mixing and steaming contributes small amounts. As for the third, ozone formation or terrestrial ecosystem, OFTE, an impact of 0.7 kilogram nitrogen oxide equivalent is observed with a larger contribution by the sorting and quality control states, followed by the transportation activities. For the ozone formation, 0.5 kilogram nitrogen oxide equivalent primarily generated by the sorting and quality control and the transportation. For the terrestrial ecotoxicity, an impact of 0.188 kilogram originates from the sorting and quality control process, indicating the potential toxicity risk to terrestrial organisms. For the marine eutrophication, the impact amount of 0.179 kilogram nitrogen equivalent, with the main contribution forming from the steaming crab process. And for the last one, the terrestrial acidification, an impact of 0.067 kilogram of sulfur dioxide is mainly dominated by the transportation activities due to the emission of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Thank you for the attention. We will conclude our meeting and information from here. Thank you for everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.